and then we'll begin, okay? So, like I said, mine will be mostly chair-based, but anything you want to do on the floor, that is absolutely fine as well, okay? Good. I presume that you can, oh, I haven't got you in full screen, that's why everybody's so tiny. Where are we? There we go. Okay, so can you see my head? Can you see my feet? Yeah? Good. Okie dokie.
Can't see your feet.
So the first, sorry?
Can't see your feet very well. Just see the top of your ankles.
Can't see my, okay. You probably don't need to see my feet too much, but is that better? Okay. So if you're seated on your chair, we're going to assume normal chair-based positions, okay? So you're seated in the middle of your chair, you're keeping your feet flat on the floor and your back straight and your tummy's nice and relaxed. And we're just going to take some nice deep breath in and start relaxing. If you're seated on the floor, then just make yourself comfortable, whether you're sitting cross-legged or feet out in front. You choose what is comfortable for you, okay? We're just going to lengthen our spine and hold our tummies in, but we're breathing nice and normally, okay? So let's just take in some nice deep breaths first of all. Keep everything relaxed. Breathe in and breathe out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. And breathe in and breathe out. And as you're doing that, your spine is just lengthening. You're having some space between your rib cage and your tummy. And you're just giving yourself space to breathe, okay? We're going to introduce some shoulder lifts. So just lift your shoulders up, hug them in, and drop them down. And again, lifting shoulders up and dropping down. Keeping that chest open, just breathing normally. Breathe in, lift up, and drop them down. And again, breathing in, lifting shoulders up and down again. Now we're going to roll those shoulders. So we're going to lift them up, roll them back, and drop down. And again, you're just opening up that chest, lifting shoulders up, taking shoulders back, and dropping down. And again, lift up, roll back, drop down. And again, lift up, roll back. Keep breathing normally and drop those shoulders down. Go back to the shrugs again. So just lift up and drop them down. And again, lift shoulders up and down. And roll, so we're lifting up, roll them back and drop down. And again, lift up, roll back and drop down. Good. Just take a couple of breaths in and out. And out. And again, breathe in and out. Good. Don't fall asleep on me yet, will you? We're going to do some side bends. So we're just slowly going to drop to the side, but make sure that your spine is long first. So you're going to lift up out of the seat and slide down to the side. Okay, so dropping to the side, then breathe in, lift up, and breathe out. Same on the other side, so breathe in, and breathe out as you drop down to the other side. Hold that there, and breathe in, come up, and breathe out. Let's go again onto the right hand side. So breathe in, lean into the side, slowly breathing out. Feel the stretch all through the side here, okay? You're also lifting this side up so you're not crunching it over. You're elongating through that rib cage. Breathe in, come up. And breathe out. Same on to the left side now. Breathe in. And over you go, breathing out. Again, making sure everything is long in the spine. Breathing out there. And breathe in, up you come. And breathe out. Let's do one more on each side, okay? So lengthen that spine, breathe in. And breathe out as you go to the side. Dropping that head over as well. Breathe in, up you come. Breathe out at the neutral point. And last time to the other side. Breathe in. And breathe out as you come over. Good. And breathe in, up you come. And breathe out. Well done. Okay, a little bit of side bend or side twists. So taking your elbows, hands to elbows. Okay, again, keeping that spine nice and tall. Okay, keep the tummy tucked in, breathing normally. We're just going to turn to the side, keeping those hips facing forward, but you're turning to the side. Breathing normally and naturally, come back to the center. Good. Same on to the other side, breathing in and out nice and naturally. Just twisting that spine around and back to the center. We'll do that again. So breathing normally, turn. Keep those hips facing forward, turning the head as well. So you're looking over your shoulder. Come back to the center. And again, round to the other side. Round you go, looking out the back of your shoulder. And back to the center. Good. Just take your arms down slowly, just give your shoulders a little roll again. Okay. These exercises are good if you're seated quite a bit of the time, if you're doing some computer work and you just feel a bit of tension in your shoulders. Just take a few minutes out just to do these exercises and release any tension. Good. Breathe in again. And out. Okay, we're going to move on down. So some ankle mobility. We're just going to pop the heel on a spot on the floor and then take your toe to that point. Okay, so a little bit of ankle mobility. Heel down and then toe down. If you're seated on the floor, then you can just flex your ankle joint in and flex it out. Okay. So if you're on the floor, you can keep your legs straight and literally just flex your ankle in and out, okay? If you're seated, then we're doing it this way, heel down, toe, heel, toe, heel, and toe, heel and toe. And again, heel down, then the toe. Heel and toe, heel and toe, heel and toe. Okay, we'll rest that one and change to the other side. So again, if you're seated, keep your leg stretched out. Sorry, if you're on the floor, legs stretch out, and you can just point the toes and point them up again. If you're seated, heel on the floor, then the toe to the floor. Heel to the floor, then the toe. Heel and toe, heel and toe. Keep going. Heel and toe. Heel and toe. Heel and toe. Heel and toe. And rest that down. Picking up the first leg that you did, a little bit of rotation of that ankle joint now, okay? So just rotating that ankle around, holding the leg, and then changing direction. That's it. And rest that one down, changing sides. Lift, rotate that ankle around. One way and then the other way. Good. And down there. Well done. Let's just take a nice deep breath in and stretch up here, okay? Breathe in, stretch up. Good, and down. Okay, as you come down, you're going to slide one leg forward. Okay, keep your toes relaxed, keep your hands on the opposite side. If you're seated on the floor, keep one leg out straight and lean forward so you're feeling a stretch through the back of the thigh. Okay, so if you're on the floor, just keep one leg out. If I go down, you might not see me. You're going to keep one leg forward and you're going to lean forwards, okay? So you're feeling a stretch through the back of the thigh. Just hold that stretch. That's great. Just let everything relax. Let your neck relax. Good. Then we're going to change sides. Okay, so I'm just staying on the floor for this stretch here. So if you're seated, change sides. And again, keep the toes relaxed. Lean forward. Just feel the stretch of the back of the thigh. Let everything relax there. Keep your breathing nice and normal and controlled. If you're on the floor, you're almost pushing your legs slightly into the floor to feel that stretch in the back of your thigh. And relax, good. Now, if you're on the floor, you're going to pull those toes in towards you now. So you feel a stretch through the calf muscle, okay? And if you're on the chair, you keep that leg straight and you pull your toes up towards you, keeping your hands on the opposite leg, but you're not leaning forward this time. You're sitting upright, pulling those toes in towards you. Feel the stretch through the lower leg. Hold that stretch. Just concentrate on your breathing. Keep your spine straight and keep your tummy muscles in as best you can, and just keep breathing. Good. Then we're going to change sides. Take the other leg forward now. Pull the toes in towards you. Feel the stretch through the calf muscle. Keep breathing. Good. And relax. Take some deep breath in and just breathe out through everywhere in your body. Breathing in and breathe out. And just let everything relax again. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Okay, we've got a side stretch to do. So we're going to take one arm up, breathing in, stretching that spine, hand to the side here, and lean to the side, stretching out across the arm and all the way down the side here. Hold that stretch there. Good. Then breathe in and come up. And bring that arm down. Same on the other side. Stretching up. Long in the spine, tummy in. Breathe in and over. Hold that stretch. Breathe in and out. Good. And breathe in up to center. And breathe out. We're going to do that again, one on each side, okay? So lifting arm up, breathing in. Breathe out as you lean over, only going over as far as you comfortably can. Everybody has a different stretching ability. So just go as far as is comfortable. Breathe in, up you come. And breathe out. Well done. Oh, you're all so graceful. It's lovely. Last time on this side. Arms up. Long in the spine. Breathe in. Over we go. Good. Just control that breathing. Breathe in. Up you come. And breathing out. Well done. Just give those shoulders a little roll there. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Last time, and as we come down, so we're going to go up, take your arms right back, grabbing the back of the chair, or if you're sitting on the floor, hands behind you on the floor. Keep those shoulder blades back now, so you're pushing the chest forward, and we're stretching the chest. So you're holding on to the back of the chest. If I turn to the side, the back is straight, arms are back, chest forward, okay? Good. And just take a few deep breaths in and out. And again. And relax there. Okay, this time we're going to stretch through the middle of the spine, okay? So you're going to take your arms forwards, okay? I sometimes find it easier just to twist my wrists over. You're going to round the back and stretch forwards here. Okay, so again, from the side view, keeping my tummy in, but pushing the back away, rounding that back. Feel the stretch through the center. Make sure that your sitting bones are connected with the floor or the chair. And you're just stretching out that back. That's such a nice stretch. Just let your neck drop slightly. And then we're going to come out of that stretch and relax. Good. Oh. Okay. We're going to move on to our pelvic area. Okay, so again, if you're sitting on the floor or sitting on the chair, I want you to make sure that you can feel your sitting bones. Okay, so you're going to push all your weight down through the bones in your bottom there. Okay, feet are connected to the floor if you're sitting on the chair, legs out in front of you if you're sitting on the floor. Okay, we're going to tighten the tummy. Keep your back nice and long, and you're going to squeeze your buttock muscles, okay? So squeeze your bottom nice and tight, and then as you squeeze, I'm going to put my hand on my tummy here, but you're going to tip the pelvis forward slightly, okay? And then sit back again into neutral, okay? So we're just going to do a couple of these pelvic lifts. All right. Again, if you're on the floor, you can do it lying down, okay, where you're lying flat on the floor and with your knees bent, and you're going to lift the pelvis up off the floor, lift your bottom up off the floor and down. So if I do that from the side, okay, lying down, I would be lying down flat. You're going to lift the pelvis up off the floor and back down. Okay, if you're sitting on the chair, then long in the spine, squeeze the bottom, tip the pelvis forward and back to center. Okay, so from the side, make sure you can feel the bones in your bottom against the chair, tip up and back again. So you're just going to do that a few more times, okay? Hand on the tummy, squeeze, tilt forward and back. Okay, so keep squeezing, lift the pelvis forward and down. So you try and hold your pelvic floor muscles in at the same time. Okay, so that's taking it a little bit deeper. So you squeeze your bottom muscles, hold your pelvic floor muscles as well, and tip that pelvis forward and back to center. And again, so squeeze and lift and down. Good. And once more, squeeze, lift that pelvis up and down. And relax it. Take some deep breaths in between. And again, this is one that you can do when you're watching the television. Just remember to keep squeezing that pelvic floor, tip up and release. And that's really good for all those internal muscles as well. Okay. Moving on to the next one. So following on from there, this is your abdominal hollowing. So with this one, if you're seated on the chair, you're just going to hold your tummy muscles in. You're going to pull them back and then release. So keep breathing normally. Just tighten that tummy muscle. Hold it in and release. If you're on the floor, you're going to go onto all fours. Okay, so you'll be on the floor like this. Keep that back neutral, knees apart, and you're just, again, going to pull that tummy in and release. Okay, so just hollowing that tummy, pulling those tummy muscles up. So it's like you've got a piece of elastic between your belly button and your spine, and you're trying to keep that tight and release. So you flatten your back in between. And again, pull in and release. And again, pull that tummy muscle in. Good. And release. So seated or on all fours, you just pulling that tummy muscle in and release. Well done. And coming out of there. Good. How are we doing? Are we okay so far? Good. A few of you giving me a thumbs up, so I take that as good. All right, just moving on. Okay, so I'm going to go on to a heel slide. So again, if you're lying on the floor, you're going to have one leg out straight. Okay, you're lying down and you're literally going to swap positions where you're going to push that heel away and bring the other heel up. Okay, you push that heel away and bring the other heel up. So that's it if you're lying down on the floor. If you're sitting on the chair, same sort of thing, okay? You're sitting at the front of the chair, keeping that back nice and long, tummy muscles in, and you're going to push that heel away, extending the back of the leg, and bring it in. Changing sides, pushing away, and bringing in. Pushing away, and bringing in. We're going to change again. Push the leg away and bring in. So you're just stretching out the back of that leg, pushing through with the heel and back in. Keep your tummy engaged, keep that back nice and straight. Push away and back in. You do two more for me. Two more. Good. Okay, and then take a deep breath in and relax. And down. Okay, these next two exercises are standing. Okay, so if you can come back to a stand, if you've got your chair beside you, I'll just tilt that up a little bit so you can see me here. Okay, so you've got your chair there. If you need it for support, you may well be okay, but have it handy to the side. All right, so this is called our mountain pose, and we're just standing with our arms just slightly away from your body. Okay, your feet are hip distance apart. You're going to lengthen through the body, through the spine, through the chest. Okay, just take a couple of deep breaths in and breathe out. Good. And again, breathe in. As you're breathing in, you're lifting the shoulders. Breathe out. As we breathe in this time, we're going to raise our arms up into a prayer pose, okay? So you breathe in, raise your arms up to the skies, tilt your head back slightly. And then as you breathe out, you bring your hands together, down into a prayer pose with your hands to your chest. Okay, so we'll do that again. We're going to breathe in, raise your arms up, looking back slightly. And as you breathe out, bring your hands together in a prayer and look down to the screen. So you're looking forward. And again, breathe in, arms up. And as you breathe out, bring your hands down to the chest. Good. And one more. Breathe in, arms up. And breathe out, arms down to the chest. Keeping your arms here. You're going to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, we're just going to bend the knees as if you're going to sit down in the chair but you're not sitting down. You're going to hold that there, breathe in, breathe out. One more, breathe in. And as you breathe out, come up to a stand. Okay, so hands together in a prayer pose. Breathe in, and then push that bottom back as if you're going to sit down.